These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LCS Summer Playoffs matchup.
And it was going to be pretty hard for C9 to contest that because Quad had the earlier base, so he was back to lane. Bwipo had pushed tops. They had double pushed in solo lanes. But because they re-invade, as Inspired went to go pick up his Krugs on top side that he'd already channeled on, and now they're going to catch Masu on the way back.
Oh, Cloud9 has made the move. Masu has to flash away, but the flash follow coming in from Blabber here with the blooming blows. There's the interaction, the bullet time, and the sleep. It's first blood with a side of support for C9.
It's waves of bullets, but the waves of bullets are not hitting you. It's damage over time.
Well, Blabber now has to be careful, trying to get away from this one. Mom roars in, and Blabber dies before he can hit him with the Eep. Quad survives with 100 health, and Inspired is still chasing after JoJo. FlyQuest doing a good job here, getting something back. The punish on Blabber after he had used the flash back in the bottom lane. JoJo
currently, but Busio may be looking for something here. Inspired does have his redemption.
Okay, C9's got this down to 2,000 HP. Bowling ball misses. Busio's still staying as far forward in this tri-brush as he can, but
yep, not too bad. And when you are mid lane, sometimes you can pick up those side lane jungle camps and stuff. But last time these two teams did meet, it was actually early games that went the way of FlyQuest, and it was still
set up some sort of Ashe Arrow play fairly shortly before Cloud9 just become too powerful as a group, because they're already really taking away these outer towers. Bottom outer tower is already dead, and they've rotated Berserker up to topside to finish up this topside one too.
Bwipo eating a lot of damage here as the bullet time heads towards him, but a redemption from Inspired is going to guarantee Bwipo can walk away. The turret, though, does not stay standing. C9
mid lane next
grows to over 3,000. The Herald will charge into the mid lane tier 1. The charge is enough to kill it all alone.
Full split long. They have been very consistent. No, excuse me, Cloud9 has only lost to 3. FlyQuest has lost to 7, obviously have dropped a lot more. And I do think C9, despite some of those kind of...
You have their 2-item core here for Quad. He does have his Muramana transformed, and you're going to have to like pray to the Ivern gods that you can actually keep a team fight up, but more and more objectives the way of C9.
Quad's not going to get to 225, though, so it's not really even that threatening. Like,
Start to prep for it between 1 and 2 minutes out, so I expect the next big rotation we're going to see is down towards that area.
Big objective bounty, woo!
Okay, FlyQuest claimed their first objective of the game with the tier 1 turret getting knocked down there in the bot side by Bwipo. Situation for FlyQuest with the 80 carry itemization, considering the Ashe is down almost 2K, but now Thanatos might find an angle here on the flank. Solar Flare doesn't hit Masu. FlyQuest disengaging. The bowling ball tags Inspired, but not a whole lot more. Bwipo's looking for maybe a pincer here, but thinks better of it. C9 walking as a very tight unit back towards that bottom side river, back towards that Drake pit. Daisy's going to lead the charge here for FlyQuest. She's soaking a lot of bullets, though. JoJo continuing to try to poke from the backside of the enemy jungle. Quad going to trade some shots back and forth with him. Daisy down to 700. Blabber ain't going to find a whole lot yet here with the blooming blows. There's a lot of damage under Thanatos. Mom roars in. The bullet time is huge, and Quad is nearly dead. JoJo grabbing the first kill of the fight as he and Vulcan have to exit stage left. Bwipo's trying to tear him apart, and a shutdown back over to the Croc as now Vulcan re-engages. They want Inspired. They find him. Busio's going to be killed. JoJo and Vulcan the only two dead on C9 as Bwipo's trying to go raid boss mode, but he can't find the angle here just yet. Robert grabbing another one here on Busio. It's a 5 for 2, and C9 cut him down.
Cloud9 put FlyQuest to sleep. The multi-man
in their Dragon Soul. Everything this whole game was building towards that fight. I think we just saw the results of game number 1.
Oh, we might see another fight here.
Vulcan's taking a lot of damage here as Cloud9 went too far into enemy territory. The immediate punish on the support. Mom finds a little bit here on the continued fight as Berserker has to try to flash away, and Bwipo's ready to lock him down. A little bit more damage is all they need to do, and the shutdown goes back over to Bwipo. He dies in trade as JoJo gets the kill credit, and now Blabber's stuck in the middle of everybody. It's deer season. There's no way out of that one. 2 alive left on C9, and FlyQuest just found their entry back into game 1.
Why is it always right out of a replay? I'm like, oh, okay, so they got the soul, right? That's going to wrap up the rest of this one. No way! FlyQuest are back! They are still fighting. They get objective bounty shutdown on Baron, and they will turn that into another objective bounty shutdown. You have to think on the top.
Vulcan's trying to play for some vision. He just goes way aggressive. Looking for a pick onto Busio is way overextended. The rest of the Cloud9 team comes into chaos. Keep Cloud9 feeling nervous and feeling uncomfortable.
Ivern team fights, baby. Put up those brushes, constantly spamming out these shields, the heals that come through.
Oh, but Mom's roaring into the fight, and a bullet time forces FlyQuest back. Redemption from the Ivern to keep the health bars high enough to continue the fight. Quad flaps his wings going forward. Thanatos once again taken low but not taken down. FlyQuest removing the tier 1 turret from the rift, brings that gold lead back. You do have to respect those snot bubbles. From the
Respect the snot.
Yeah, that is...
You don't want that on you.
That is a
gross.
troublesome one. Yeah, that's real nasty.
Oh, sleep used.
Now let's see if they can get anything back. A bullet time ripping through Whippo, but finally going to be interrupted. Whippo staying alive from Sterek's Gage, but C9's front line is way too far forward. Thanatos is already down. Vulcan will burn, and C9 runs for their lives. Quad still just free firing into the lines. A double kill back for the Smolder, and it's time for C9 to reconsider the way they're playing this game. A TP back into the mid lane from Quad as Berserker and JoJo will try to escape. Master with the flash over the wall. He doesn't want to allow them to recall. Berserker and JoJo still trying to get away. Inspired locks him up. Masu guns him down. It's an ace for FlyQuest. A shutdown on JoJo, a shutdown on Berserker, and the front door's getting kicked in. C9 ran the show for 25 minutes, and then they lost it and never got it back. FlyQuest going straight for the throat. Thanatos is going to respawn in 5. Only Vulcan alive right now as Quad jumped on by Vulcan, trying to flap away from it. Thanatos back alive, trying to defend. Second Nexus turret, still hanging on somewhere, somehow, some way. All out coming out from Thanatos. 2 members of C9 make it 3, holding the line, stopping FlyQuest. The game.
They hold it
on.
Go Elder! Go Elder now! Go Elder now! Now Cloud9 have the chance. They can rush to the Elder. They
try to end the game.
For sure. Double buffs here for C9. If they're able to collect as well on the Baron, that's going to be the extra advantage in these fights. We'll soon have Baron to boot. FlyQuest has some difficult defense in front of them.
What is a Smolder to 5 Smolders? Is delivering. C9 still with that Drake Soul, still up 2,500 gold, still blessed with both super buffs.
Just has to really focus on clearing out this one wave mid.
Here we go. The brushes go up. They're going for the wave clear, using Mom, using everything, because you have to get through 2 more minion waves. Every 30 seconds here is going to tick down on this Elder. It's at 45. They still have a couple to deal with here. Cloud9 will get inside the base. They probably shouldn't be able to end on these double buffs. You know, the Elder will time out. And FlyQuest are thinking, just stay steady, because we do have pretty good team fighting still. You know, very good
chance to use the Elder to end the game. They recognize it and they want to go for it. Thanatos, 2/3 HP. He's looking to go all in and all out. Whippo jumps in to find a quick burst of damage onto Blabber, but they aren't going to kill nobody off just yet until Berserker claims Masu. C9 still 5 alive as the enemy bot lane is taken out of the picture, and Whippo jumps back in for a nice Ruthless Predator. A double kill back over to Quad. It's 2 dead on C9. Whippo burns away. C9 still scrambling to try to end this game, but Quad does not want to let him get away with it. Thanatos tries to jump back in. The Pathmaker to get himself right back out. Quad is ducking and diving between the brushes, trying to stay alive. Oh! Berserker takes him down. C9 secures game.
Is going to do a lot of damage, so I'm a big fan of Cloud9's comp so far.
Core JJ, which comp do you like more?
I think if FlyQuest picked
and actually be a real carry threat this time around, rather than more utility Ashe throwing out the arrows.
Exactly. I mean, Ashe is a great champ. JoJo could be in trouble.
Yeah, Inspired's coming in to save Quad, gives him the shield. JoJo flashes out, but he has flashed into the FlyQuest side of the map, and Inspired can easy flash follow. 2 Ivern attacks and a red buff burn crashes that chopper, and it looks like FlyQuest.
Mana so low on health. Could have potentially died or had the wave frozen on him, you know, had Inspired not been there, but of course Inspired is there to bail him out. Oh, now Whippo in trouble.
This is the problem. This Renekton and Cassante matchup gets real dicey when Cassante can knock you back underneath the turret like that. Got the Q3 ready to go. Shoves Whippo right on back. Jumps back in with a little bit of footwork. And Thanatos, good deaths.
That's just badass.
Yeah, that one's sick.
Can we just do a murder of Grubs? Doesn't have the
Pride of Lions.
Well, the Grub thrower is the one's getting murdered. Now, hold on. Looks like we might have a little bit more violence up here in the top lane as Berserker has to flash away, but Whippo's ready to flash follow here with a Ruthless Predator. Takes him down, but now Whippo's in danger. C9 needs to fire back a little bit stronger. They will not kill the Croc just yet. Blabber on the run as Bomb breathes fire down on Cloud9. Quad has to try to flash back away from the turret as now he's in danger. Thanatos disengaging once more. FlyQuest gets the single kill on Berserker. Both teams come out swinging, but Berserker's the only.
Run over, I felt like in the same way that he did in game number 1.
To me, Blabber benefited a lot in game number 1 as they go for another kill here.
Yeah, Whippo could be the one in danger. They commit the sleep. They have enough damage to secure the kill. Yeah, they will. Blabber picks up the credit on that one as Thanatos was there to guarantee that that exit path was not safe. And now with the enemy top laner down for the next 25 seconds, okay, looks like we won't get a whole lot more progress than that.
Yeah, I was going to highlight that Cloud9 were actually giving up tower plate money in mid lane to Masu as he pushed away and keep their dragon stacking on pace. It's a little bit slower than the first game, but not much.
And once again, in the same spot on the map, Whippo's going to find himself caught out by multiple Cloud9 players. Vulcan stopping that escape route. The Alistar can easily tank the turret. Unbreakable Will's just going to stop a mid-slice. Whippo dies back-to-back here in the bottom lane. There's those baby grubs you were talking about, Azael, just immediately ready to continue the play. That's going to be first turret for C9 alongside those first 2 Drakes. Kobe, you said it might have been a slightly slower take on the Drakes here in game number 2, but the Soul is a Hex Soul. Blabber, though, getting caught in the enemy jungle now. No way out on that one. He'll burn down. Masu's going to commit the ulti just to make sure that he gets the money as Quad is caught out. This has been the absolute death zone for FlyQuest. This Tri-Brush has killed so many FlyQuest players.
It's looking like
once your ultimate on top of somebody that gets locked up by Alistar, Ziggs can just have such an immediate impact if C9 get the early engage, and they actually get another one from Thanatos.
Thanatos is finding these angles over and over again to bring people underneath turrets with the all-out, and that's the first kill on Busio. C9 won't get anybody else, but they don't need anybody
the
else.
Already whittled down here. I will say Busio is a support with Hex Gates, so his death timer is so low, Busio is back.
Well, the Herald's immediately smited. Blabber will pick that one up. No chance to contest for Eyeball. Easy.
And
He
Herald
might be saying I'm strong now, but we'll see.
I just wonder about the stacks, right? You know, I feel like they might be in this same part where they're like, okay, we're going to wait for the stacks, Whippo, though, caught out.
Oh, man. Whippo caught again. Flashes over the wall to escape the Drowsy. That'll be enough to keep him alive, but I just feel like every time we're seeing Whippo here in the second game, it's him getting caught somewhere by Cloud9. Tier 2 turret here in the bottom lane. Now the target. C9, they might have lost their top lane tier 1. They know Quad is up there, but they'll trade the enemy tier 2 for it, and now they've got total control and a beeline straight down to the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, that's so beneficial for C9. Getting the Renekton flash. Renekton now, it's already been pretty useless this game, but now without flash for a team fight, you're turbo useless. So they just keep Quad farming up those stacks like you're talking about. And in the best case scenario, he could get a top tower, but I could be able to collect it. He should actually wait a little bit on tower. Oh, Ziggs clears.
Okay, there's the
Wait for the objective bounty to pop.
He's waiting.
Nice.
There it is.
Perfect.
Objective bounty claimed.
Head of the dragon. Now you get the better positioning. They've got the vision control over this dragon lead up. So if FlyQuest want to do anything about that,
oh, Jojo gonna get jumped on immediately as Whippo and Masu try to find the enemy mid laner, but they don't have enough damage just yet. Mom barely misses the kill threshold as Thanatos is focused, but he won't be brought down just yet. A multi-sleep comes out, but Quad gets the kill back on Thanatos. FlyQuest with some beautiful team fighting here in the mid lane are gonna pick up Blabber as well. Enemy jungler down, enemy Thanatos, enemy Cassante, enemy raid boss down. Vulcan trying to go back into the fight for some damn reason. Vulcan down. FlyQuest roars to life.
What a sick engage from FlyQuest onto Jojo. Even with the QSS, they go ham onto Jojo, and they get such a lead in the health bars on the team fight that they then collect multiple kills. They deny the soul this time around.
And some critical gold on the carries as well. Masu, definitely a rising star for the team. Now 2 kills, 2 assists, and now he's looking for that side lane play. Does he have the killer instinct? He does.
Okay, Masu and Whippo should have enough firepower, you would think, to take this guy down. But the problem for FlyQuest is that C9 sees the opportunity. They're going to go for the Baron at the same time. Thanatos is dead for the next 45 seconds. A TP is coming in from Bwipo. Mom does a lot of damage, and Vulcan is about to die, staying alive through Unbreakable Will as the Baron is secured by Blabber. But now Vulcan is down. Now Cloud9's going to try to get away with some of these buffs still intact. But no, only Berserker still stands with the purple. FlyQuest doing a great job responding.
FlyQuest will take that trade every day of the week. Look at that. That's going to get way worse.
They're not done yet. Busio waiting for Berserker to use the satchel to try to get himself away. Berserker burning low, but he ain't gonna die just yet. Critically holds on to that single Baron buff. In both games now, FlyQuest have fallen behind early and then come back in the mid-game.
The kings of objective bounties.
Yeah, FlyQuest able to capitalize off a great team fight mid. They get another
Fight
pick.
really hard.
And he has no TP yet. It's actually up pretty soon, but it's not yet available. There's a small bit of cooldown on it.
He got interrupted again. Thanatos with a nice Q3, stopping Bwipo from recovering. Now Thanatos is going to lose half HP to this. The mom damage isn't really extreme on the front line. Cassante.
Thanatos does have TP, though. If he can actually get out of here, we'll see.
Okay, Bwipo forced to use the Dominus, flashes over the wall for the slice and dive. But it ain't gonna work out. They interrupt the FlyQuest dive. C9 getting their carries away for now, but the unstoppable Quad takes down Thanatos. FlyQuest still pushing. Bwipo's gonna die here with the front line. Low health bars on both sides. Masu and Quad, 25% HP each, but C9 has more health. They have control over the Dragon Pit. Busio and Inspired are gonna be the first to check. Masu coming around from the side, but JoJo's also got eyes on him. A TP for re-entry for Quad, as FlyQuest do not want to give over the Dragon Soul. Quad will fly back into the pit and secure the kill on the enemy jungler. Now C9 knows they don't have a smite for it. JoJo's gonna try to steal it away if he can, but it ain't gonna matter. The Hex Soul denied once more by FlyQuest.
Quad is the full HP. Busio forces the flash from Inspired, and Quad
Back
just
to live.
flies in.
Vulcan jumping in as Quad continues to lead the charge towards the back line of Cloud9. Vulcan escaping with the Unbreakable Will as Daisy is eliminated. Thanatos here in the front yet again, goes for a double knockback on the Q3, but now the engage with the Magnet Storm from Busio locks up everybody on C9. Quad's going godlike, and C9's going home in a body bag. Berserker absolutely smashed by Bwipo's Renekton. A clean ace for nothing for FlyQuest. They are marching into the base. Ladies and gentlemen, Cloud9 ain't gonna beat them in this one. We got ourselves a series.
FlyQuest are going to make no mistake about it this time. Quad and Masu crushing through Cloud9 there.
Those Nexus turrets ain't much, man. FlyQuest team fighting FlyQuest mid-game. FlyQuest come back in.
The magical Amumu.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah.
So it's a prepare the draft, I guess.
I'm really
Lock in
curious to see
Amumu?
if he goes the Conqueror or Amumu.
Pressure onto Thanatos.
Okay. 4-man dive. You would have to think they can get this. Pathmaker to immediately cause him a couple of problems. Masu eats the 2 turret shots. Inspired has to flash away. The kill has still not been secured. Finally, the root. Last little hit from the grenade won't do it, but the crocodile will. First blood, FlyQuest.
Yeah, Thanatos handled that about.
Always the ultimate with this champion. Flash at the ready means that you are a giga playmaker. And
also gives the ramping damage on the Immolate as you're in combat, so you are going to get more player damage out of that, whereas Hollow Radiance is more about pushing the waves with the on-kill minion explosion. So I generally feel like, you know, if you're trying to scrap, if you're trying to carry
Go
some fire...
into the pockets of the Azir here. Cloud9, though, will be able to take the Dragon off the back of this, and so let's find out again what soul it will be.
so I could also throw out there a
damage
a
around
circle
you,
on your circle.
and you are already creating a big circle, and then your W is a little circle. As Quad has to try to get the hell out of town before he's the victim of those circles, but no, sir. This dude is in some serious danger as he tries to escape, summoning up the Sun Disc, using the soldiers. JoJo in hot pursuit, but Busio has arrived for the clutch save. And now with no mana left on JoJo, the copter crashes, and Quad fired the missile.
Oh, man, they're able to take him out. The over chase there. Blabber committed the flash even to get that. They get no summoners except that one TP. End up dying.
Quad putting up that Azir turret just made Blabber
engaged. That is a huge tool for the Renekton to not have from a team fight coming up here for this next Drake.
Yeah, he wanted to punish Blabber for going in on Daisy. He was just out of range of getting the stun.
Okay, the Ruthless Predator, a lot of damage on Blabber here immediately, and Masu puts a bullet in him. C9 having to fall back behind the tier 1 turret now. FlyQuest don't need Dominus. They just need Bwipo to walk up and stun the Amumu.
Yep. instantly going down there. Huge for FlyQuest to then be able to get this dragon, and they're not even then worried about a Baron counter because you just killed the jungle.
Kind of outdrafted by FlyQuest, who has been going for these strong late game comps, has been scaling it up and been able to execute in these 5v5 so well.
Busio engaging with the dredge line, but he engaged with the wrong target. Berserker picks him up easy, and Blabber stays alive. Bullet time to try to provide some covering fire, but Whippo's into the back line looking to finish the kill on Blabber, and he ain't gonna find him here just yet. Vulcan takes Whippo down, and Blabber lives to see another day. C9, 5 alive.
He's going to TP in, and they're going to look for a contest here. Inspired does have flash available, but can he get in range?
3.5 v5. Daisy summoned up here to be the front line. Blabber is down to about 300 HP. Masu, Inspired, and Quad trying to step up, force Thanatos into the picture. Thanatos is still burning away from the entries. It is stolen by Inspired. FlyQuest at their darkest hour rise to the occasion and stop Cloud9. A triple kill for the Jin, for Masu. Another one about to come through as the dredge line connects, and FlyQuest are buried in a shallow grave.
FlyQuest with
Cloud9 are.
FlyQuest.
I mean, they really wanted to keep Inspired out. I want to watch this one more time. Did he actually hit the Q and use that to get in to get the smite? How did he all at once and not hearing? Or what went on?
You have to keep burning the Baron there. You could tell they were all really trying to keep the Ivern out, but then they didn't.
C9 is not even on soul point yet. FlyQuest has full momentum here in the game. They will push up 5 men strong here in the bottom lane. Thanatos eating a lot of damage over the front line. That 4th shot would have killed him, but it does not hit the mark. FlyQuest using the Baron so very dangerous, so they're all backing away. It looks like this one's done for. They'll choose to defend at the base instead.
Just too much to deal with.
You guys ever seen any of those pictures that people take near spots where you can go skiing? The sign with the skull on it that says you will die? That's what Cloud9's jungle feels like right now. Thanatos trying to lead the charge in. Busio's getting killed first. C9 with a nice pick on that one, thanks to the top laner. Thanatos trying to step up here as Blabber goes over the wall. A big flash for the ulti. It's 1 kill onto Quad alongside the earlier one on Busio, but FlyQuest is still trying to stand and fight back. C9 taking control. It's a 4v3. A beautiful play from Blabber to reposition for the Curse of the Sad Mummy and set up for the kill on that fed enemy mid laner. C9 now with a man advantage, now keeping the health bars filled up.
With an Aftershock, trying to proc his Aftershock to go in, just gets punished so quickly.
Now the problem was there wasn't a whole lot to win from that. Whippo's going in, but he's losing a lot of health very quickly. FlyQuest top laner dies at the start of the fight. The rest of the team can't follow up. Busio getting a surge of healing through the redemption of the Ivern, but C9 has now killed one of the main frontline threats of FlyQuest right as the Baron spawns, right as the Dragon spawns. If the previous fight did not have enough rewards, now they've got a second chance. Blabber used the Curse of the Sad Mummy there on Whippo, so they gotta watch out for taking any crazy fights just yet. Masu uses 4th shot. Quad still has the Emperor's Divide ready to go. FlyQuest falling back into their own jungle now as C9 will regain control over the bot side river. But critically, FlyQuest had not allowed C9 the same amount of dragon control in Game 3 that they did in the first couple of games. So it's still not a soul for C9, but they will move to soul point.
Are they going to try Baron? He TP'd top.
Yeah, I think they are.
They have to be, otherwise that was a completely wasted TP.
There are Hex Gates, so Hex Gates means that C9 will respawn even quicker, but Azir really burns this thing.
This is Azir with a death cap with 4 items. I like that because even though
very interesting
as we're hitting very high item power spikes for a lot of champions in the game, Whippo, again, almost in danger of getting caught out there. Both carries on C9 still only have level 1 boots, which is something I feel like you don't see a lot of the time in a 36-minute game. But Masu's opening up the curtain call. Jojo's going to eat the first 2 shots. They are just going straight for the tier 3 turret. FlyQuest again just take objectives so quickly.
Look at Thanatos.
C9 cannot respond in time. Thanatos coming around from the side, but critically gets slowed down by the Jin trap, but immediately responds with an all-out on Whippo, trying to bring him into the rest of the C9 squad. It's not going to be enough. both top laners forced to use their
neck
ult.
and neck in these fights. It's really all coming down to the execution. The TPs are coming in. Bwipo has a good angle here. He's not spotted.
He's already used the dominance. He's tried to find his way onto Berserker, but so much damage going right back into the Croc at the same time. Flashing away to barely survive. C9 with a nice response in what looked like a very scary situation. Jojo eats a little bit more damage from the soldiers on the back end of the fight. Busio wanted to flash in for the dredge line, but he ain't gonna find it. Thanatos stopping everybody else from getting into the fight, but now he's about to die here to the Ignite. It takes him down. Quad with the first kill.
The TP's behind him.
Secured the Hex Soul, but at what cost? Bwipo's ready for re-entry, and Jojo cannot get away. Blabber and Vulcan now caught in the Emperor's Divide. They fall before Quad. A double kill for the FlyQuest mid laner. Hex Soul be damned. Emotes be spammed. FlyQuest is on the victory march.
Oh, it's only Berserker here. He's got no chance at defending.
The dredge line sets it up for the deadly flourish, but he cleanses to get away. That bullet time hits a whole lot of air as the inhibitor bot lane falls. The minion wave will be escorted in. 40 minutes into the game, 6 dragons taken, so many team fights, a dredge line on the Berserker to end the whole thing. FlyQuest, move.
After draft, who do you call after this draft?
FlyQuest.
Okay, core FlyQuest 3-1. He also only won on the desk to pick FlyQuest to win the series. Let's see if that's true.
The tankiest of drinks, of course, but still should be able to go the way of FlyQuest, and they finish out their reset here. So Berserker had to go pretty far back, and Berserker missing out on some at that tower. He only slips back in now. So nice little move there from FlyQuest, as even though Vulcan comes up and messes around, there's a little bit of a CS lead. Constant pressure towards bottom side from Inspired, though, now that he is level 6. Also joining on the big crash.
Flash on Berserker.
Wants to go in. Berserker popping the lightning crash. Nice and early. Wants to kite these guys out. Tries to get away from the Cataclysm, but remember, there's no flash left for the Cloud9 AD carry. Vulcan has to try to get back underneath the tier 1 turret. Busio will not die to the Ignite, and now the quads come down. It's an easy 2 for nothing for FlyQuest on the dive.
Really good timing on it. Also good execution. They patiently know all they have to get out from Berserker is his jump. As soon as you get the jump out,
They're going to go again.
And beautiful shot from Masu's Ash to find the Lilia. FlyQuest set it up with the arrow, follow it up with the rest of the team. 3-0 Fly.
Cloud9.
15-minute play. He's given us a 9-minute one instead.
That's a dub.
For FlyQuest, it's feeling great. Bwipo pops a nice early dominance here, recognizing C9 wanting to overload this top side. Go for the tier 1 dive. A nice arrow from Masu again. Stuns up Vulcan, prevents any further dive attempts. And now with Inspired and Busio coming up, all they want is for Bwipo to get engaged on so they can come and back him up. Punish C9. Nice Cataclysm from Inspired. Quad's grabbing a kill on Vulcan as Bwipo goes after Thanatos. A double kill back over to Orianna. FlyQuest set
Could be the difference in this game that lets them close out the series.
Beautiful coordination there from FlyQuest. I don't know if you guys ever watched it. Braveheart's one of my favorite movies ever. You know that scene where the cavalry charges the guys and then they pull up all the spears, convince them into a bad engage? FlyQuest just Bravehearted Cloud9 underneath that tier 1 turret.
Man. They couldn't see Inspired and Busio, the spears there waiting pulled up, and the teleport usage as well. I mean, after a play like that, it is really hard to focus in this game, you know, because Cloud9 are feeling really demoralized. They just invested all their resources. They lost on the play bottom.
Long time in those side
Trade
lanes.
maybe a top tower, try and rush it.
Try to rush down some towers, try to get some gold back in that way, prepare for the final dragon. But it is, of course, very scary. It's Hextech again, and now Bwipo.
Bwipo has already used the Dominus as Cloud9 face check into their own jungle. They're firing back, though, and Bwipo has to slice his way back to his own team as Thanatos makes his entry, but the teleport arrives just a little bit too late to get any sort of a punish angle there on FlyQuest. Bwipo without the lots and lots of late games.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a very similar one. Only difference is this time around, it is FlyQuest with the Dragons. We have seen so many games of Cloud9 having the other hand.
2-team Liquid. That has been such a point of power for them that we were all really expecting to see, and it just has kind of been absent for them throughout this entire series. You know, it has been FlyQuest really taking control in the 5v5s, and it makes you worried for Cloud9 if you're a C9 fan.
And C9 taking down the tier 1 down here. Remember, they 2-0'd FlyQuest during the regular season as well. One of those 3 losses was not to FlyQuest. Then winning the first game in this series, they were on a 3-0 winning streak. They were on a killing FlyQuest with the Riftmaker now completed. C9 stepping up to contest wave priority here in the mid lane with 15 seconds left until the Drake spawns. They're going to commit the TP from JoJo to rejoin with the rest of the team, but it's just to group up. There's no flank or anything happening here. Keep your eyes
the verdant barrier
on FlyQuest. Still just tempting these trades back and forth. Masu takes a quick burst of damage there from Joju. Steps back in time to escape the Zenith Blade of Vulcan. C9 still looking for a chance, but now the TP from FlyQuest ready to start the fight. Solar Flare finds a mark, but where's the follow-up? Arrow flies in and so does Bwipo. Thanatos is taken down first. Bwipo flashing back away to survive as C9 crumbles and Masu takes another. Berserker tries to cut it away to sidestep the Dragoon Strike as FlyQuest just found.
They will get back up before Baron, so maybe we'll see a full reset before a Baron Force.
Yeah, they see the TP pulled in. He's got no health. JoJo's got no health, and Bwipo knows how big that is for them. That could be the series.
Vulcan on the front line as the fight continues here on the top side. River, Vulcan's gonna die through the flash. Bwipo into the back once more, looking for Berserker. Blabber dies, trying to hold the rest of FlyQuest at bay as Thanatos is not tanky enough. A double kill for the Jarvan. Another team fight for FlyQuest, and they are crushing 12-0.
They're going to try to push for the end right here, right now. They don't need the Baron. They're tanking the towers. They're looking to punch their ticket to finals.
Vulcan's going to be alive in 5 seconds. Berserker has to have the Zeri moment of his career to try to keep the game going right now. He's back into the base. He wants to try to defend, but the Nexus turrets are already falling. Berserker is jumped on and absolutely destroyed. Quad is unstoppable. FlyQuest will not be denied.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LCS Summer Playoffs matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below.